Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody shaking? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been Christmas. It's been Boxing Day. It's been Christmas Eve. We've had a couple of big days. But I'm back. I'm ready. I'm raring. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. I've had a really good Christmas time, but I don't think there's too much I can really talk about because there's not much that really happened. I just got presents I wanted to get, which is always great. Spent quality time with the people I wanted to spend quality time with. I like the music. I really like the music. And just, you know, had a great day. I can't complain. I cannot complain. So I think we should just get straight into it. Rucklemat, what do you want again? The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you on the walk. God, I love this song. I'm a big fan of it. It's like mobster style jazz, you know, like the prohibition time jazz. You could see this in like a sweet store where you press a button and then it goes underground and it's a secret nightclub. And they got this playing. I hope it comes through. I always worry about whether it actually comes through onto the actual stream, because it's not incredibly loud on the actual stream. But then I don't want it to be incredibly loud because I don't want it to distract me from talking. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. There's lots to do in culture. This was originally the site of Yokhul Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Dawntrail, to appease the god who slumbers in the Great Ocean Trench. After Yokhul withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses that they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tural. We'll climb those sets of steps here and all the way up. Oh, there's another thing right here. I want to go and see that. It's not completely out of the way. In fact, it might actually just be the way you're supposed to go. It could be either. No, the music's gone a bit more chill, which I don't mind. I mean, there's a reason I like jazz. I used to call the Bloomin' Monday stream the Jazz Lounge, and I occasionally do still call it that because I can't think of a name at the moment, you know. Tell you what I really liked that I wish I could do again, is doing that Bloomin' Pathfinder, just building the backstory thing. Well, I found an opportunity to do that again. Abba's palace is called the Volok Shunsar, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we're coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what the carvings on the top represent. Two griffins kissing, probably. That's my guess at the very least. Now I'm not going to be an idiot this time. I'm actually gonna get the Aether Shards that I see. I do prefer the look of these ones. I think they look more raw and look more like they've just been ripped out of the ground, which I prefer. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from the Yogg-Toroll clans, Mamuljar, Exval, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have a Tonawata, Hetsaru, and Shitona. That sounds wrong. Shetona. That's going to be what I'm going to say for now, because I don't want to say Shitona. Who moved south from their ancestral lands. In essence, it's a gathering from people from every corner of Toroll. A true representation of Toroll's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. I'm not going back to that one. That's probably just the Prince one, right? Not the Prince, the Palace. I'm starting to mix up words that just have similar letters in them now. The big drum there is called Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honouring the Landsguard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to drum such an instrument? Probably a very large stick if I had to guess. Or, based on the themes that I keep seeing in this whole place, probably done by a giant. These giants seem to be the whole thing with it. Oh, they have alpacas instead of the chickens. I want to call them kookaburras, but they're not called that, are they? Sorry, I got bored, so I started repeatedly hitting the map button. And here we are with the dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons here in Toroll. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Conan brought back the plans from Sharlayan, and Papa thought they were fantastic and commissioned their construction. That was around 3 years ago. Since then, we've added flights to other settlements, trade with frontier communities, and it has never been easier. That's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn awaits. Sure. I mean, why didn't he bring back the plans to make airships instead of dirigibles then? Is there some logical reason why dirigibles are better to use than airships in your specific, like, environment or situation? I'd be interested to learn about that. If they ever bring it up. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the giants were still around, it was known as Yogg-Toroll Landgate, but when Papa founded Toroll, everyone began using its present name in honor of its great achievement. Though this gate is Konzumuk, the wetlands south of the city, depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kuzamu Uka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? You didn't do your research about alpacas? It's 3 animals that they told me about, and I can only name one of them, and it's the alpaca. Ah, those are the alpacas, fearsome 4-legged fiends. Fearsome? They look quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. But Don't forget about the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Oh, fuck yeah, I love this music. I love this music. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliol, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? Oh no, I'm getting new equipment. I'm gonna have to change out of this. Oh well. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they may look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a real close look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Is it hieroglyphics? Are there hieroglyphics on them? Oh, they're not gonna... I don't have to have a look. Oh. I was about to get into the music. Is it a hieroglyphic thing? Let me actually do this while I wait. There. Make it a bit more lighter. We can see a bit more. Yeah, you've shown me the other one, so exactly the same. Stop showing me the other half. I understand that they're supposed to be significant, but this feels like a long period of time to just be panning between stone pillars. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them following a two-headed Mammal. Oh, this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliol Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliol came to be. Study them as long as you'd like. Do 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 do. Okay. The pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketanram? Ah, that's the one. Ketanram's arrival in Tuliol is what promoted Papa to embark on his own journey. It said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketanram disappearance is a mystery in Orazia as well. The records say he was travelling between our land and yours for a while, and then it assumed he was lost at sea. Now, does it go, like, up like this? Or does it... Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in the village in Komazuka. All the people Alphano almost mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colourful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. I think they're kind of quite depressing, but they were being like oppressed for a while. Wait, can I not pick this one? Okay, Lay of Repast. This one accounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figures here depicted here are the Zabal, like me. For decades, the Zabal and the Mammal were at war for control of the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end the conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in founding the Tuliol. There is a clan of Hrothgar in Bojar known as the Hellions, or Helions. In this society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tuliol, Zabal men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Yeah, because all the males probably left because there was a chance that they could not be under rule. Let's see. This is the Lay of the Pots, which depicts the Moblins. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but their gold and silver work, the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblins' goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distinct Turial counterparts. They all seem to be into metalwork though. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Sure, I mean, the thing is, I could have done the whole point. Could they not load them? Lay of Gold, let's see that. The Lay of Gold, this pillar shows one of the Peplu, whose homeland is in, not saying it. Having created our currency, the Peplu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee the markets, and their travelling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath their beaked masks they are clever and calculating traders. Okay, almost said traitors. Ah, the Lay of Proof. This big fellow is the Yok Hall, the largest of the Tural people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwest, setting their sights to Tural. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate? Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountain's top and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in the history? They all went to protect something. Yeah, that's just a guess. Ah, this is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidal Manda. I should explain, a Tural Vidal is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened preternatural powers. Tatu described the Far Eastern auspices in similar fashion. Could this be a similar phenomena? Valgal Madar itself was dubbed the Skyrim? The Sky Ruin? Sky Ruin. A name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome this raging Vidal and sealed it upon the mountains. Despite its reputation, however, it's a symbol of power, and that's why you'll see its likeness on the national emblem and adorn the banners of the palace. But you sealed it right next to the giants! The giants aren't going to be great! Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa said he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of history, whatever that might be. They're going to put you there, aren't they? Add your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. I'm a big history boy. I'm a big mythology boy, in fairness. Do 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 do. Glad to hear it. You know, I've been feeling awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprise there, seeing as I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's get ourselves a bite of local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant of the city. I like the sound of that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, the music starts again. I'm always so enthused by the music. Do 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 do. What's the point of a knapsack and why do I have it? Oh, it's a fashion accessory. Oh. I want to see what this weapon is. I think my, oh, my weapon's better, thank God. Have you ever had tacos? They're a classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Yes. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brookever. Avu? Brookevu. S'il vous plaît. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, so in his culture, he would be a subordinate. Brookevu, I got it right.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us.
Only one. Only one.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Hey, thank you. You know what? I'm gonna go one brighter.
Did you hear the silver scares are back?
Boop.
Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Silver scales? Were they the people that I was with? It was an old mercenary dude.
And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search
It's
of the
Evan.
faithful?
I always thought it's Evan.
They're lucky stars they came home alive at all.
Yeah, that's fair. It's foolish to go to Golden City.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a golden freaking city.
As no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Well, you never know. He might have been a formal survey to figure out if it existed. You know, like once and for all.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Indeed. Wait, are we not going to sit there? We're not...
Oh,
Oh, no. What a shame.
If it isn't the third.
I love him. I love this. It's a chameleon blibbing head. It's a chameleon head. I love it. Oh, that's so
I
cool.
don't know these ones.
New salt.
New salt.
I love this guy.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Oh, I love it.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
It's literally part of the rules. It's encouraged.
was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
Aren't you? You're the brother, right?
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
One's a magic boy and one's a...
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
Yeah, this is the...
This brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja.
Galunjaja. Got it. I mean, you do look cool.
Are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no
You do look
greater
really
claim
cool.
to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
I mean, I can test it.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Exactly. Good on you, Kyle. It would be pointless. I'd just infinitely destroy you.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Wow, they're really in sync. They laugh together as well.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Like since forever. I love this guy's
Listen
hat.
to me, you.
I love his hat. That guy's awesome.
A
And-
two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft.
Oh, interesting.
Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo,
Yeah. They're cool.
the Bunewa,
Oh, they're the chameleon.
and the Dopro.
Oh.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and
What
the
about the
blue-scaled
third group
Bunewa.
then? Is there a three-headed
Child
one?
grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
They also seem to have two brains, but only one controls the body.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, we're getting a call.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
Okay.
As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
So it goes.
It's not going anywhere. It's not like the right of succession's gonna be like, oh, and also, no tacos. You're just not allowed tacos. We're fine for the succession of the throne, and my one rule that I will not take anyone. Nobody's allowed tacos. Nobody. I was looking forward to trying some authentic cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphinold and the others at the palace. Alphinold. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up the Restrenland quarters or even the eastern side of Talon March if you prefer. Now you have an idea of how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way. I'm still going to use the map. Ah, my poor empty belly. Okay, so which of these crystals have I gotten? I don't think I have that one yet. Okay, I gotta go all the way to there. I don't think I have that crystal, but I don't have this crystal either, so I'm gonna get this crystal. Do. Oh, by the way, I was watching a clip from like... I don't remember its name, but it's one of those, like a Greek god one. Do I have that one? I don't. And they came. One of them was a quote from Hera, which felt incredibly blimmin'. hypocritical of her based on what she had done in the show. But it was like, war does not find out who is right, just who is left. Which I thought was like, that's actually a really cool quote. It's just very weird that she's the one saying that. Because she had blimmin' doomed the whole place. Did I tell you, by the way, I found out that there's a part of my lamp that I use that I just didn't know about. Bearing in mind, there are 4 buttons on my lamp. One of them's the on button, one of them's the make it brighter, one of them's make it less bright. And I just, for some reason, had not thought to press the other button. And so I was in a situation where I found out something about this lamp, like, blimmin' 4 months after I got the lamp. I now know, I think, all of its abilities. Which feels very weird as a thing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait, so was that guy the guy who's the head of the military now? Or is that a different dude? Because they said the first prince was the head of the military, but they didn't say it was the two-headed guy. But that guy kind of has the aesthetic of I'm the oldest kind of as a thing. Do 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 do. It's a good thing that these people were told that I'm supposed to be here, because they're just letting me up easily. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted cobran, but the contest won't wait forever. Upon speaking to Avonville, several cutscenes will play. Yeah. I'm ready. Bring it on. Show me them. I've acquired the twins with... I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably something would catch their eye, spurred them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly carols. It's true. I've journeyed with them. Haha, I understand all too well. Charlians had the same effect. Charlie had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what he might be in for. What he might be in for. I hope he doesn't... I hope he's not evil. He doesn't... Nothing I've seen has shown him to be evil. So I don't think he is, but... There's a fight happening when we walk in. That's not a good sign. Okay, he's pretty cool already. Oh, it's a Stinian! Hey, Stinian!
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, he's having fun.
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a fight to the death.
An Estinian is crossing blades with.
Wait, he uses a fist and a sword? That's cool. Oh wait, never mind. He does use a double sword.
That will do, Spearman. I
What does the other one speak?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Ah, he is pretty strong. He does have a dragon in him.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Hey. Hello.
I see you, warrior.
Yeah, can the other one talk? Is it dead? It's dead, isn't it?
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
You should have come with us.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
I don't know what that word means,
You
itinerant.
witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
They're two-headed.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat.
Okay.
But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Okay, so he's gotten older, so he sleeps.
I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
Lamatiz probably means daughter.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Ah. Erenville.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawntrail. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Yeah, it's a nice name.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Yep, that's me.
Ha! Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Is the other head gonna wake up?
Leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Yeah, he's on his own journey. Alphinaud, don't try and stop him. Thank you. I thought for a second Alphinaud was to stop him. I like that he's just going on a journey and not caring about what's happening. Because it's not a big deal. It's not a big scary thing. Oh, there's that guy. Look at him. Living his life. Doesn't have a chameleon dude on his team. He's probably the head, the lizard guy. So he's the smart one. He's the lizard guy. That's us. They want none of their friends. They want none of their friends with them.
The first promise, Zorolja.
Wow, as strong as
The second promise,
his father. Yep, he's the smart one.
the third promise, Uklamat.
Yep, he's the best. Well, he's not the best, but I'm with him, so I have to call him the best. And you.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja.
Chosen of Mammoth.
You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Serpent.
Yep, we know this.
I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position.
That's fair. You're becoming more impatient. It's like literally a symbolism of old age.
A torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young. And so I look to thee always for inspiration. The
Okay.
rite of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen.
Okay.
Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all.
Exactly. Unless he gets in control.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well.
See, I just assumed his sired child was also going to be a two-headed, but I guess not.
The opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
What?
Now you have us to compete against.
Right.
Though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Oh, God.
Our brother was in shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Hey.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and
Therefore claim the nation's throne.
you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural
And what, get the approval of all the clans?
and find the City of Gold.
Holy shit, okay. But it's just a legend.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
Or nah.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
He's probably been there before.
Are you for us proof my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own four eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City.
You didn't go in?
I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place.
Why did you put a seal on it?
Bring them.
I like that guy. He seemed cool. He seemed like he could take all of these people on. I like it when there's just a guy there who's like, I could take you all on, I just don't care. In fact, that's probably my character at the moment. Whether they play it off as that or not, I don't know. Everybody, but there's more than 5 there. They're like stone tablets depicting his tales. Can we have the blank one?
The Tuliyola saga.
I want to hear the first prince talk.
Trace the path I walked to unite our peoples step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth.
Okay.
Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
Okay, okay. 7 tasks, that's easy.
Once you defeated each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
Wow, you've put a lot of work into this.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
I mean, you could try and brute force the City of Gold if you could outdo his seal.
Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Yeah, that's true.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge.
I like this guy a lot.
You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne.
I really like this guy.
Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
Yeah, he doesn't like that at all.
Rite of cessation begins now.
I really like the chameleon boys.
Watching you progress with great interest.
Oh, they're always so cool. I never play them and stuff because they're always stealth based and I'm no good.
Before you leave.
So I'm always just like, why I don't want to pick them because I'm not really good at stealth based stuff. Oh, I love this guy. Look at him. He's so cool.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
Wouldn't it be kind of against the whole fairness of the trial?
No, not at this time.
It wouldn't be fair for the trial.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request, would afford one of them an unfair advantage.
Hey, this guy knows it. This guy knows it. I like him. I like him even more.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Hey, that's true.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
I was convinced the other head was going to wake up for that.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
Yeah, don't look at me.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Aww. Oh, it's like it's the passing of the torch, the next generation, which is cool. I like that. I like that whole aesthetic. Our prince is gonna forget the tablets. I know that's just gonna be him.
To change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
I'm not sure at all. I really don't think I like the political situation with this.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
No, I mean she's quite nice. I don't hate her yet.
Perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Yeah, that's a bit iffy.
Decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Give me a choice.
Life is a series of journeys.
Give me the choice to say no.
There's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
And then I have to purchase Dawntrail again on a new account.
What's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Mm-hmm. I guess this one. I guess I don't get an option where I say no.
So you are committed to your path?
Yep. Alpha, no, stop looking down.
Speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Okay, I'm pretty sure not every person was wearing brightly coloured stuff when I came into this place. What the heck changed? Okay, there's the first promise. I want to fight him at some point.
Here they come! It's
Him and his...
Fearsome mean. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
Except for the king.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Serelja.
Oh, he's cool.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Bullshit, that was done on purpose.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape.
That's not fair, he's got an unfair advice.
The Palace. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurulja.
He's the Palace Seer? That's pretty cool.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
I guess it's because he's so resilient.
Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
Well, yeah.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire.
Well, I don't know. The
Should he come
sire.
to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters.
Oh, I don't like him immediately.
This puts him in direct oppositions to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh, I thought it was the other guy, the two-headed dude. I thought it was the two-headed dude.
Kyle, are you alright?
Yeah, Kyle, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse.
What, and not me? Well, that's rare. That's really rare.
And unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire.
Ooh, fuck.
It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Jesus. I guess you haven't seen the end of the world. Is he a gunman? Is he a machinist?
Second promise. You must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Oh god, he's very matter of fact.
Spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Interesting.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Okay. What's wrong with him?
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
Is it the fact that he doesn't care about tradition?
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
Yeah, he brought tech.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Oh, it's this boy. Has to bring his friends with him as well.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant.
Yes, you are.
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Wow, you
Well said, brother.
I really like the really sort of like silent sort of talking one.
I finally found peace in Tuliolal.
A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The mystic one's so cool.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
They all laugh. They don't care about the third promise.
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Yeah, so there's really only two that can rule. Yeah, they're all leaving, we know it, I get it. Everybody doesn't care about the third promise.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, third promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share.
I like this guy a lot as well.
The Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
Oh, that's so cool.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Oh, I'm glad he's got some supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away.
Who's the lady?
This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life.
Aww.
I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
Oh, that's very nice.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise, I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both...
I hate to be this person, but it's always the mothers that think that you think you have some special quality. Sometimes it's just you don't have it. Gotta learn to know this.
Thank you, Namika.
Where's the mother that sired the kid? The first promise.
Well, we ought to be on our way.
Did she live?
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
So was she only the nursemaid of the third promise? Doo-doo. I kind of want the new dude, the blimmin'... the second promise to win, honestly. Well, so much for a brief reunion I had in mind. Papa's not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. in any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the Golden City. All we have to work off is that there's 7 tablets and the connection to the Turiel saga. Might I first suggest comparing the tablets against the pillars? We should check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea, let's go and take a look. I think in terms of people that I want to be in power, it goes like, number 1, probably Wooklamat, because he advocates peace, and peace is something we obviously want. Number 2, the second promise, the person that's got obviously all the technological marvels, because although I think he might get rid of some of the traditions that you do want to keep, but you don't want to bind you. This one I've already done. It is one I've already done. It's better than the other options. And then I think I kind of want the war guy. He can do what he wants, because if he tries to attack me or any of our people, he loses. That's just how it goes. I refuse to believe he's got the numbers to do it. So unless he attacks some of the places we haven't been on the map, I think we're fine. That makes everyone. Wooklamat, the tablets if you would. Of course! He's forgotten them. He's forgotten them. He hasn't forgotten them? Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillar. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. I just realized that the symbol on his chest is like a sword. Like a rapier. It's only now I've realized that. Doo-doo. I don't understand why we need to do this. Surely you just go to where the clans are and you ask them for the test. Looks very similar to me. Looks almost the same, if I'm being completely honest. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be near identical. The only difference between the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. Hollows? So now we've established that the scenes are the same. Where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting the Tyrell's people, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. So it's just going to be like the heads of the respective clans, or its friends, companions. Then we have the answers here in front of us. Papa's path is laid out in the Turiel saga. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. This would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Layer of Reeds was in nearby in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. Right. There's also the Lay of Gold. This one involves the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. What do you mean? I've heard a lot of talks as we toured the city about the storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Dawntrail several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Erosians, they're more susceptible to damage. They're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If you want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring information to us. It would be prudent to ensure we've prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to accommodations I've arranged. Thank you. Erenville, are we sure that you shouldn't be leading? Are we completely sure? Did I get this one? Yeah, I did, but let me double check. That's the one we're at. The original location and that one. Okay, well, I don't think I'll be going there anytime soon. Ah. That's right, the reservations are under the Woklamut's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside. Greetings, visitors to Toriel. Welcome to the Foran's cabins. Whenever you're ready, I'll show you to your rooms. Wait, what? Did they not show? Oh, damn, I thought there was going to be some cutscene there. Where it'd be like, hey, Orange and Thancred, I see you're working for the second promise. That's a surprise to me. God, I love the music. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Down and down and down and down and down down. Boom boom ba-doom ba-doom boom. Await your companions and embark on the succession rite? Of course. I don't know why that came up with a specific thing. Maybe there's a load of stuff I could have been doing. Do. Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Notta. But where are Erenville and Woklamat, I wonder? Oh good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought we'd better get it from the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. Hello. I give you credit for taking initiative at least. What do you mean at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I too am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for the help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these two for you. Is it going to be link pearls? What's this? It's called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. I'm surprised Erenville doesn't have one. He's so accommodated to the culture. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my new friends here. Sure, Wuklamat. The Toriol saga features a number of Toriol clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of both of them. As mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearances in the Lay of Reeds in their home village. Oku Hanu is located in Kozamuka. The other, smaller fellow is of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvellous goods. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't we put our adventurous instincts of yours to work, Notta? Pick our destination. Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into two quest paths. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting quests from the approachable Pelu. The second quest will be Furthermore, will not be affected by your initial choice and path. I want to see the Hanus. Hanu, please. So what is it you'd like to know? The route to Okuhanu, we go south through the Arch of Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the river, is that right? It is, but be warned, however, my brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered that path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing, thank you. You stay here for now. Now, I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by the storm. Anyway, if we're bound to Kazuuka, we should head over the arch. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at the restaurant. It's all been arranged. Oh, that's nice of him. I like it's always that restaurant. He's like, I only know one restaurant, so I just send them there all the time. I get a load of discounts because I'm always sending them just there. What did I get? Oh, a shirt. I guess I should probably see if it fits me. Does it fit me? Snow cotton jacket of striking is better than this. Who am I to say? Oh, it's not that bad, actually. I kind of like the look. Let me past sentry. Are we ready to leave? Of course. Then onwards. Open the way. I feel like there was supposed to have been a bigger thing. You just moved slightly to the right. Like, it would make sense if there was like a gate, like a huge gate. Oh, the music.
The land of rainbow terraces. It demands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel.
Mostly green.
Torrent of water cascades over
and blues.
To shape the wetlands below.
There's a fair amount of reds, actually.
Relentless flow. All life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
I mean, one thing that Final Fantasy is always good at is music, and it shows in this. It really shows. Okay, I do. The more I look at it, the more I'm pretty happy with it.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
don't think I'd ever say that in real life.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
Only talking to Blimmin Wuklamart.
I've been here before. Come on, Okanu isn't much farther.
This really looks like they just printed it off. I'll say that. It's kind of funny. Oh. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Erenville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's clearly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm really not used to it. It's been so long since there's a map that looks so undiscovered because I haven't been there before. And not being able to use my mount to fly. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, this thing's very cute. Oh no, it just sneezed on me. This thing looks very cute. I love that thing. What a little cutie. Ah, everyone has arrived, and none worse for wear, except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu village I was telling you about, Okahuna. It's like Ohana, like the Hawaiian kind of thing. Do 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 do. It's like our friend said. The people here are in no mood for festivals. I can only assume that they're still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed, well, let's do what we came here to do and find this Elector. Okahali! Okali? Oh, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you've heard it the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zanu Hale, welcome you to Okahanu. As elder of my people, I shall also fulfilling the duties of Elector during the rite of successor. So our idea about the Electors were correct. We just do as Papa said and we trace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know we're not really getting ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. That's surprisingly prudent of you. Wait, you think I'm being too gorgeous? No, I'm impressed is all. You admire and you respect your father, who is prone to decisive action, so I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Pardon me? Or never. I do look up to Papa, but you should know he has a pragmatic side too. The head of the reason is the thinker who takes time to consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he's taken these days, though, the head of reason's resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that's all there is to him, but there is more to the Dawn Servant than you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of reason one day. Ah, well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Akahuna, then? Do some groundwork before the feat begins? Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Woklamat has the right of it, as Elder Zanu Hale is a resident of this village. Learning more about it can only improve our chances in this feat. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erenville, Alisay, and Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Woklamat, Notter, and myself will handle the northern half. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. I just realized how good this outfit works with my fur color. Just look at it, like it blends in. It really works. I think this is like perfect for my character. Do. Hello, Anu. You heard about the storm. I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and help the Dawn servant sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our houses. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there is so much else that was lost for good. Ah. Mm-mm. Do. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. Hey, Woklamat, we should repair these places. A lot of the houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. The storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. I mean, I could be using my mount at the moment, but I think walking around when it's like such a short distance, just, I don't know, gives a bit more of a feel. The dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to... Do you want dry reeds? Or is dry reeds a sign that they're not going to be good building material? I'm really not sure. Ignore that. Ignore that. I wasn't looking somewhere else and completely missed it. This is a cool boat. Woven from reeds, this boat's like a vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. The boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered in bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu then. Ring ring. Hello? Can you all hear me? I've been told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. We ought to hurry over too. Hey, that person also has the dinosaur, or at least a dinosaur-looking thing. I did attune to this thing, right? I'll check. Surely every time we do these tests, there's going to be another one of the promises here. Yeah, there he is.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
Ah, so that one of those would have been in the other place.
How am much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Yeah.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu.
Hello, Elder of the Hanu Zanuhali.
I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne.
Right.
Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Repair the buildings.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh, nice. The guy's here. Big boy.
You made it after all.
Oh, do you reckon the first promise is going to just beeline the city? He's just like, screw all of this. I know where it is. The city's with me. Beeline the city.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed.
I didn't realize how big actually these creatures are.
Hanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Okay.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
I think you shouldn't talk while we're getting the task. That feels very rude. Cut down a load of reeds.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material.
God, you can't even see the second promise.
Look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing.
Oh, is it because of the storm?
How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament.
Right.
For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
I see. Genius.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly.
Exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Right.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja.
You don't know where it is. I've hidden it.
Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then
I just noticed the back of her
draw your weapon.
has significantly less feathers than the front.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
I don't know. I feel like they put up a decent fight. They're pretty
Then we can return
big.
to the business of earning my keystone.
And they got like claws and a beak.
The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
Like, look how tall they are. Like, they're not that bad. They're like, they go up to your neck. And they're chunkier.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
That's a bit mean.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
That's true. We might be a problem. She's doing the curl up into a fist.
Just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Yeah. Calm down. Don't let it blind you.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Yeah, good on you, Kryl.
Right.
Is this supposed to be Kryl is the Wuklamar of the Scions? Or at least she thinks she's the Wuklamar of the Scions. Is that the logic? Is that why Kryl and them are going to become good friends? I feel like I've just found a piece that is really obvious that everyone knew. But I found it now. There's no need to laugh in the chat. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Bukal Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves, and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Erenval, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. It's almost like we've got a really well-balanced team where we have smart people, we have strong people, and we have guides. Wait, before I do all of this. Oh, Christmas! Can I use this? No? Well, okay, cool. We're flying away. I can't use your wings, Griffin, because I don't have the Aetherite or whatever the thing is in this world. I hope it's not Aetherite, because I actually have a really annoying... I don't like Aetherite. Not Aetherite, Aether Winds or whatever they're called. Aetheric Winds. Hello, Wuklamar. You'll stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Give me strength. Let us all score the field and help our bold leader identify what the problem is. There's something poisoning the reeds. As Zanu Hale described, the roots appear to be wilted and unhealthy. That's not good at all. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Lethargic frog is very important. A small frog catches your eye, strangely lackadaisical. It doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. That's worrying. That feels like there's something in the water that's muting its instincts or something. The soil in these paddies is, as one expected, rich in colour and substantially moist, not dry and flaky. Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Well, what do you think? Any obvious problems? The frog! The frog! I agree, the water looks to be of good quality, as does the mud in which reeds are planted. The frog and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. Like Anjay, or maybe your brother. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you described how the creatures seemed lifeless, I could now be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there is another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. Some sort of melee. The festival. This tradition is an occurrence for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last I visited, the village was in the middle of the festival. You'll never see a Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put off on the festival. Give them a reason to cheer in their sad times. Who knows, maybe fixing one problem can lead to a solution to the other. Stranger things have happened. Right? I fail to see the relation between the festival and the fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuklamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. My job is simply to follow and let you do all the work. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird. Yeah, it's over Alphano saw it. In that big building to the north? Let's go and see it. It's going to be like appeasing a water deity or something. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Hey, I met someone who likes traveling alone and then he realized how good it is to have a friend. You should meet him. He's a former god. Boom. Driving around at the speed of sound. I've got my freaking cool car that can't really fly now. But it can do this cool jump that uses a lot of fuel. This is definitely not good for the environment. Who cares? I'm driving all of the way. Don't care what you say, it's time to do what I say. Do 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 do. Trust me and the Vanu will be free. Follow me. Yes, this is the float I remember. It does not appear to be. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the funeral float. You may move the camera as well as. Yeah, I know what that is. I was born at night. It wasn't last night. That seems fine. That seems fine. That seems fine. The undercarriage seems fine. The tail looks fine. Oh, it's missing an eye. Oh dear, one of its eyes seemed to be missing a gemstone. The tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colour was a lot more brighter the last time I saw them. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for. I definitely am not just randomly looking around like this, hoping I see something. Oh! Oh, this is not shaped. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will this lift the great vessel without all the carrying poles intact? Do. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs, so how are we going to go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in poor state. Due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there could be no lifting of wings. No Inhana. Inhana? That's what the festival wheel was called. I wanted to help hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving in to misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of a festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirit. But we don't have enough materials to repair the float. We need the apocoxy for the missing eye, the upco wood for the poles, and the feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of these I know. The precious stone used in arcane equipment, the wood essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. They're chosen feathers, however. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. And that's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorcery, but expend a great deal of mana when we're doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much that they stifle the development of nearby plants. There must be a potent source of energy you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated, and if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feather taken from the victor should have high etheric conductivity. The float's construct also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favoured for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. The float might also function as an arcane device. Precisely what I'm thinking. The boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus for what? It's a harvest festival, isn't it? This must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane power might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual, ceremony, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait, the float, a tool for magic? This is the first time I'm hearing it. In the beginning it may well not have been. After a good harvest year there would be no reason to change it, but when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labour may imbue their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu have been refining their festival float into a focus for harvest prayer. Incredible! I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Inihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about the focus business, but I'll accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these past few years. He's replaced both the eye and the poles before, so we should know where and how to produce what we need. Then allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the Akuhana to gather and vie for the title of winds chosen by sharing them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemic brews that may afford such effect. Nice! Now I only need to get the wood and the gem. I can get those. The 3 of us will visit the shipwright then. 3 people who I'm pretty sure are the main part of this mission. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best as I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hanu. Nice to meet you, Linu Hanu, and certainly, let's all go together. Doo-doo. Quile! Thank you. Thanks to Wuklamat, we've found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said from following one's instinct. The shipwright's name is Wook Ever. He is an ex-Varl who only moved to the Kozum Uku a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking him a favour. A proper Hanu greeting. Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let us head to Okubekbi, to the east of here. He's not going to remember it. I can barely remember it. Why? He's a bit far away to be constantly repairing it. I guess this isn't that long of a walk. In fairness, I guess. Do you like how the sort of like magic one, instead of having a name like Reason, like he's not the reasoned, he's the mystic, not the wise, the mystic. This is Okubek Bay, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozum Uka from Tuliol and everywhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wook Ever, he lives and works in the House of Waters High, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Oh, I mean, going upstairs is quite challenging. I mean, I'm always like, this is fine. And then I'll make it up the stairs. I'll make up like a couple flights of stairs and I'll be like, oh, I can't do this anymore. It's like how I feel like I can walk for miles on a flat surface, but as soon as you put like a slight incline to it, I'm like, after like a couple meters, I'm just like, I'm done. That's obviously not exactly what happens, but you know what I mean. This is a lot of stairs. And they're very nice stairs. Like, every single one of them has been coloured and has like a nice little pattern on them. That's supposed to be a carpet, or is that just nice stair making?
What do you want with me?
What do you want with me?
Right. The greeting. Oh, Kali.
Did he get it right? Did he get it right? He did.
Oh, Kali.
He did.
Good. You brought your manners with you.
Oh, that's nice.
When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Yeah. I like that.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs.
I mean, I remember the one I did.
Truth, of course. To live together means to learn.
When I was doing with the other people, the more grey, bluer ones.
I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before.
I mean, probably at the festival.
You're Wuklamat.
Yes.
Oh,
an unexpected honor for old Wokevu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
It's fine, it's fine.
Please, take up your axe and claim my imputed head.
I will not. Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
Alright then, consider it forgotten.
Oh, that was... What?
How prompt.
Wow.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
Ubuhiku.
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials.
Damn.
Lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
That's not... I know there's no time limit, but that's fine.
Can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
Yeah, we can do that.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
Just forget about it.
I told you not to worry about such things.
Very well.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit.
I love this guy. I love this guy. Oh.
What's with your Hanu friend there?
What about him? Have you met him?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair.
Oh.
As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
That makes sense.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
It was an education. Hey.
Well, maybe a little.
I imagine the second promise also figured that out.
Allow me to show
With
you
all the
where to
arcane
put
stuff he's
your
made.
weeple. We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
Very well. I think if I change the gauntlets, this like glamour would be incredible, and I'd love it.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
I honestly think that this outfit with
That
this,
should save us some time.
the gauntlets being something a bit more cloth, maybe,
Alright then, let's get moving.
it'd be perfect. I'm loving the purples with the greys. Ooh, sneaking, learning. Potentially cheating.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
One of your rivals is making progress.
Ihiana, you say?
Ihiana, you say?
Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Oh, is he gonna swoop in, take whatever happens, and then claim it as their own? Genius. I mean, it is quite smart. Like, I'm saying genius in a condescending way, but it's actually quite smart. Cave Kikatola is southwest of Akahuna. We can return to the village first and head there on foot. We could, or we could go there right now. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our way over to this village. We're gonna click accept on the next part of this quest, which is probably to actually go to the cave, and then we're gonna call it a day because it's hit the 2-hour mark, and I feel like I should probably get some food in me instead of just waking up and immediately streaming. You know, I put an alarm for 9 o'clock, and then I saw it, woke up, immediately went back to sleep. I need to start getting into the routine of just getting up again at a reasonable time because I've got work coming back soon. But then in the same vein, it's getting to the point now where streams will be starting again because people will be back from doing their Christmassy stuff. And I can watch them live for once, like the ones that are on at like midnight and stuff. Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way. Right, we'll call it there. We're going to call it there. Anyway, I hope everybody's had a good time. I've had a great time. I'm really getting into the story. It just seems nice and happy at the moment. It's weird because I've heard mixed things about this whole thing, but generally I've been having a great time with it. I will see you on Monday. Wait, let me have a look at what the dates of everything is. It's kind of important. I'll see you on Monday, actually, for some chilling out. I don't know what I'll play, but I'll make sure it's chill. And then I'll see you on Wednesday for some more Baldur's Gate, and I'll see you on Friday for some more Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to try and get in some sort of creative stream. I don't know when I'll do it, but I would love to. I'd love to do one of them again. Think up a character idea, maybe make a backstory for it on stream. Have a look through the Pathfinder book, find something that looks cool, make a character around it that would fit in the setting, maybe of that module, just to give myself something to go off, and just make another cool character and backstory for it. Would be, I think, would be a cool thing to do. So that might happen at some point. But until then, see ya. Bye.